All right, we're going to try and run Cephalid Breakfast. This is my March version of Cephalid Breakfast. I like this version right now with the four. I'm running 4 Winged Wisdom instead of the 1 step through that I was running before. I am on just 2 basics. Of course, 2 Tundras now instead of the 1 island as my extra basic. 2 Prismatic Ending. One Teferi in the main, 1 in the board, and we have the sideboard plan that you can find on my Patreon. Right now, we're doing sideboard plans on Patreon. Every month, we're putting out several sideboard plans, so you'll get the ins and outs for each deck. So if you want to check us out at Eternal Durdles on Patreon, patreon.com/EternalDurdles, you'll be able to check that out there. Eternal Durdles is proud to be sponsored by Moxfield.com. Moxfield is the best deck building website on the internet. You can find all of my and Phil's decks in links below, including decks from this episode. And if you do, you'll be directly supporting the channel. I've been playing Cephalid Breakfast since before last Eternal Weekend. I got in my 100 matches with it before Eternal Weekend, and I always kind of suggest that if you're going to go to Eternal Weekend, it's a big event. It is literally the biggest event that you can play in over the course of the year. Why not get all the practice you can get in, play 100 matches with any deck that you're going to play, at least say you know it in and out and you know what your opponents are going to do. You're maybe not going to be a master of that deck, for sure, but you will know all the basic stuff. So that, to me, is where you want to be as far as knowing how to play the deck. All right, so let me just move that down to here. Okay, so this opener is not amazing, but I do have. I've got the whole combo. I'm not loving this, and who knows what our opponent's on. I'm not going to sit there and like go through every, look up every opponent's deck, because in the blind you're not going to know that. And I think we're not grinding for value here. We're trying to be good players and play the game properly. So I'm going to mulligan. This is a hand I would normally like sit around, look at a little bit, but I'm going to mulligan. We're on the draw, it looks like. Yeah, we're on the draw. This is a better hand. I will keep this, and we're just going to put the Narcomoeba on the bottom. Easy peasy. Done. This is not a great hand, but it is a fine hand. So if our opponent is on some sort of a combo deck, yeah, we're in a little bit of trouble. They did the thing on turn 1. And there's a very good chance online when you're playing online right now that your opponent is on a combo deck, which is sort of a bummer right now. The online meta is hot garbage. But it is what it is. We're gonna play it out. Okay, I like this. So let's just start nice and basic. Island, ponder, go. Like the pros do it. Okay, so let's put Meticulous Archive, Flood Strand, and we're going to draw into this Force of Will. We're going to try and do our thing here. Okay, so nope, we're not going to use the Ponder's ability, and we're going to pass turn. So we're going to bait out some removal from our opponent by slamming a Cephalid Illusionist next, if we can, just to be like, hey, here's what we're doing. They don't know what we're on yet, which is good. All right, so they've got a Polluted Delta. All right, looks like it's just fair deck versus fair deck here. I think actually what we want to do is let's chill. Let's play it cool. If our opponent's going to play it cool and not pressure us, then we should play it cool and not pressure them. And then we can follow this up with a fetch at the end of their turn. Hopefully they're not on Stifle Knot. That'd be gross. You imagine? All right, let's get this Meticulous Archive. Let's put that in the graveyard. Yeah, put it in the graveyard. I don't really know what our opponent's up to right now. I'm assuming Esper Control. Ooh, that's not what we want in our opener. Or in our opener, in our hand. All right. Let's play out a Tundra. Well, let's actually play out a Windswept Heath. I feel like that's not a terrible idea, is playing out a Windswept Heath. So there we go. Okay, so we played out the Tundra. And we'll just pass the turn from there. All right. Opponent is fetching, probably to get a underground sewers. Yep. Get a little value for themselves. Now I'm kind of, until I draw a Brainstorm, I'm kind of off the combo plan here. Okay. All right. So we've got a Windswept Heath. Let's bait out some counter magic. Bait out something, right? Like, let's get some interaction going. Make my opponent respect it. Okay. What's happening here? Brazen Borrower. Just hard cast Brazen Borrower. You got it. Mm-hmm. Not worried about it. Probably gonna. Yeah, here comes Kaito. No? Mm-hmm. We were pretty sure that they were on Esper Control. It seems like that's correct. All right, so what's the score with him? Hexproof right now. Okay. Yeah, I mean, we got to take it. Can't do nothing about that. Trail 2. Okay. So we could have swords the all right, like that. Definitely want that out. Opponent will deal with it for sure. It kind of is what it is. Okay, so now, let's fetch. I'm just gonna drop green, blue. We'll play it. I'll play it. I don't care. All right, now I can at least target it. It's not amazing, but like, what are you gonna do? I can actually. Okay. Well. Huh. All right. A mill 3. Right. And then I'm going to draw the card. Sick. Okay. I'm going to force pitching Daze. Make them force it back. We can play the you can fight over this game. The Daze isn't doing me anything right here, and like worst case scenario, if that doesn't happen, I can still target my NADU. Like right now, I can target my NADU to block, which is something. So we'll see what happens here. Force on the stack. People always forget that Cephalid Illusionist has another ability. Unfortunately, I can't use it right now because it costs 3 mana. But I can basically like fog basically like a creature can't attack or block or can't deal damage or take damage from combat. Is it combat damage? Yeah, no damage. Just prevent all damage. Interesting to see what my opponent. Okay, so they're just gonna pass. All right. So interesting conundrum for my opponent who's got to worry about, like, okay, Entomb is not great, but we're not too worried about Entomb, right? Like if they Entomb reanimate, yeah, Archon, sure. Uh-huh. You got it. All right, with that on the stack, I'm going to swords that. Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, I think I'm going to sacrifice that. And I'll discard Thoracle. It's where I want Thoracle anyhow. Now, I'm in trouble. I'm in legit trouble if my opponent has... Yeah, expected that. All right. Praying here. If my opponent has any interaction, I'm in a bit of a bind. But at 7 life, I'm not too worried about it. Let's see what I can do. All right, here we go. Wow. Loving that. I like having 2. Mm-hmm. Force of will, right? Go ahead and force it. Then I'll just run another one out. Yep. Come on, please. All right. So I'm assuming that, yeah, there's a fatal push. I had to draw my card. Ugh. Not great. Right. Well, we're both low on resources, but my opponent does have a planeswalker that gets to draw them cards. So we'll see how that works out for me. Probably not great. So what I think I've learned here is that I definitely did want to Swords of Plowshares the Brazen Borrower, strand that in my opponent's hand. Travail to draw a card. Top decking a NADU right now would be phenomenal. Just got to pray for it. Pray with me, people. All right, so we'll play this, that, and the other. All right, we'll concede if they have a counter for this because we're not doing anything. Yeah, we're gonna concede the game. Let's go to the next round. All right, so we're playing Esper Control. I have a sideboard plan for Esper Control, which is great. So I'm going to look that up real fast, and we'll see what we come up with for the sideboard plan. All right. Okay. Let's find out here. All right. So first things first, in this plan, we're going to want to bring in an orange chant for sure. Probably, now that I'm looking at it, probably this Ghost Vacuum since they're playing that. But this is for Kaito. We're gonna do 2 of those. I think fairy is fine. We'll just kind of leave it there. Then we're gonna take out prismatic endings. Aren't great against my opponent. And the dazes aren't really doing me a ton. All right. They are playing Wasteland, which is a little obnoxious. All right. So let's see here. We'll take out 1 Shugo. And I am going to remove 1 Misty Rainforest from the deck. All right. So that's what we're looking at. We brought in some artifacts. We brought in another Teferi. We brought in the Orm's Chant, and we took out some less useful cards. I didn't want to go all the way in on the Force Negations, though. I really don't think that's like the best thing for me to be doing. I really do need to make sure that I can get Kaito off the board. So we'll try and see how that works out for us. They got the play, so now we're on the play. Hopefully we can pull this off. Okay, let's start. Yeah, this looks great. We're going to keep. I'm just going to open with an island off the Misty. We get to keep playing Magic. And I'm going to say Kaito. I don't want Kaito on the board. Which Kaito is it? Bane of Nightmares? Oh, no. Bane of Nightmares, let's say. Let's go with it. Kaito, Bane of Nightmares. If I'm wrong, downvote this video. It's a real shame for me if I'm wrong. Yeah, look at that. Followed up with this. Make my opponent play the removal now. Remember, they have Orcish Bowmaster, so I'm not exactly in the greatest position. They've got plenty of removal. This is a removal deck, but kind of is what it is. Just kind of have to go with it. Hope that what you're doing is good enough. Man. Ooh. All right. I guess we just play into it. Pray to God that we that they don't have something, right? Like, we'll play into days. You got an Orcish Bowmasters? Yeah. Okay. That's okay. I'm not going to attack. Like, come on. You flash in your Orcish Bowmasters all by yourself. Yeah. All right. There you go. I'm still in a solid spot where, like, if my opponent decides that they're going to... All right. 2 Troll Khazad-dûm. A little bit of removal. We're just going to... Yeah, sure. Troll Khazad-dûm. I don't know why they're going for that when they definitely should not be going for that. Like, okay. They should have gotten the troll. I'll gladly give them a card. Doesn't matter to me that much. You get a card. And I'll play this. That's going to go in the yard. Now we're just playing the, like, can I draw can I draw the combo, right? Like, let's try and make it happen. My opponent is way ahead of me here. All right. Well, we'll just keep running out cephalids. Yeah, I hate that. It is what it is. I mean, we knew that was a possibility. At any one point in time, I can draw the other half of this combo and just like lean all the way in. Yeah, it's fine. Dothy is actually terrible for me because then I can't. I actually can't deal with Dothy. So now I need a way to get rid of the Dothy as well. Great. All right. Might as well. Yeah, things are not looking good for our hero. So, Orcish Bowmasters, tough card for me to beat. It can be done. I'm honestly surprised my opponent just didn't get troll out and just start smacking me. Sure. I mean, anything is fine at this point. I am legitimately ruined. If like I need a brainstorm so that I can brainstorm into a Swords of Plowshares and a core. It's not looking great. All right. I'd have to have like a specific 3 cards. All right, so this goes in the yard. It's not going to get me there. All right. Like the brainstorm's not great either, but like, yeah, we're done. We're toast. All right. Next round. All right. We're going to try and see what we can pull off here. Hey, Legacy fans. Since you're enjoying the show, please like and subscribe the video. It helps the channel grow.
Support Eternal Turtles on Patreon so we can create even more content and cover events.
Patreons get an ad-free RSS feed, 4 bonus episodes a month, and Discord recognition. Join the Dirtle Maniacs at patreon.com/eternaldurtles.
Now back to the show.
It's tough. Esper Control is full of removal. It is not one of the better matchups for this deck, but you know, you gotta try. So we're 0-1. We'll see how the next round goes. I'd like to see the decks I'd like to see are Eldrazi is not a fun matchup for this deck, but it is a matchup I would like to personally get better at navigating. Reanimator is actually not terrible for me too, because I have a fine sideboard plan against Reanimator, but I also know how to play the deck and play against the deck. It'd be interesting to see if and I won the die roll. Be interesting to see if I can play first, right? Heyo. All right. So my opponent keeps a 7. I have a garbage opener, unless my opponent's on combo. And you know what? He's not, because he's playing Yorion Sky Nomad. So we're going to mulligan this. This looks a little bit better. It's not amazing. We don't need that Force of Will against the Yorion deck. We're going to keep this. I'll pitch this back. And say done. And we'll start with a Meticulous Archive. Oh, my opponent also mulliganed, so that's good to know. Graveyard. We want live draws. If we can have them. All right, there's that Wasteland. Yep. Okay, looks like they're probably on like a... All right, let's start with a Ponder here. We need more land, apparently. All right. Oh, Shuko and a Urza Saga. I like that. Okay, so then what we're gonna do here is we will go Swords, because we're never gonna cast that. Urza Saga, Shuko, and not use Ponder's ability. All right, we have a Daze live, which is something. What we want to do is, okay, we want to play. So they're gonna cycle a Troll Casa Doom here probably to get another land. Nope, they're not. They're gonna Ponder. Almost want to Daze that, but let's see. All right, so we're gonna draw the Urza Saga, play the Shuko off the Saga, and then Brainstorm. Do it like that. Hey, bud. Brando's in the house. Let's do this now. What I don't want to do is have to fight over a lethal play. Okay, so we're going to put back NADU and Cephalid Illusionist in that order. Okay. So our opponent's not going to be able to Thought Seize us out of a win here. If that's even a thing that they can do. I would love to see them just like tap out to cast. Nah, of course not. Okay. Uh-huh. All right. Here we go. We're praying. Did we win? Okay. We'll start doing our thing. Probably have a Murderous Cut. Yeah. Swords. Okay. Yeah, nothing I can do about that. Right. Mm-hmm. I'll play a Hedge Maze. We will put that into the graveyard as well. And pass turn. Man, if I could have just gotten them to use use a land. No good way to do that. So I've got a Swords. Malevolent Rumble. Okay. Well, okay, so let's think about this. We can make a guy, which seems like the smart thing to do here. They're going to go get a permanent and put a guy into play. Sure. It's not like the greatest play ever for me. Step. All right. I'm gonna. Oh, the worst when you draw an Archamoeba. Absolute trash. All right, so we'll make a guy. We'll go search our deck for, I think, another Shuko. Yeah. We have two Shuko. Suit him up. Yeah. And we'll pass turn from there. Oh, it didn't suit up the second one. That's fine. All right. Opponent just discarded a ton of cards to the Rumble. So we get in here. Life from the Loam. Hate that. That's going to put us in a very awkward position. Life from the Loam is very bad for us. All right. So, all right. Let's ponder for more lands, I suppose. This is the absolute most garbage. Okay, so let's put back the core. We actually do need these lands. So we'll just do that. Use Ponder's ability. No. We're going to play that. And then we'll suit that on this. We'll just start attacking like this is the plan we had the whole time, I suppose. Coming in hard. And we have the swords if we need it. Yeah, we can let them just keep getting wastelands back if they want. It's not ideal, but kind of is what it is. So, got to remember my opponent has Endurance, which is a card that we do have to worry about out of the board. Not what you want to see. But if we're just playing fair deck versus fair deck here, we might have a chance. 7 cards in my opponent's hand doesn't bode well for us, though. Ooh. I guess so. Yeah, that's whatever. Sure. It's a little slow, but we have action against that. So they still don't have 2 blue and 2 green, so kind of is what it is. All right. Yeah, there we go. Gonna fetch. We'll get an island here. And we will attack. I mean, it's not a great plan, right? Like this is not where we want to be, but at the same time, it's something. All right. So we're gonna put an Archimedes into play because even a 3/1 might get us there in time. And we have to keep putting pressure on our opponent. We'll see if this will get us there, but I honestly don't think that this is it's obviously not where the deck wants to be. So 1 more blue source or 1 more green source allows them to keep playing Uro, which blows to me, but kind of is what it is. So if they go on the Life from Loam plan is whatever, honestly. Like if they want to keep getting wastelands, you're not gonna waste me out of this game. That's literally why I have basics. And I just hold it for what I need it. Mhm. All right. Still still on our bullshit right here. Okay, so this is cool. We can suit up the Narcomoeba. Swing in. Again, like I said, it's not where you want to be here. This is not the plan that this deck is attempting to pull off. But you know, if you sometimes if you need to, you can go become the beatdown. It's fine. You go ahead and you Uro to your heart's content. Mm-hmm. Yep. We're gonna just swords it now. Get out of here. Like they're playing enough removal that this isn't this isn't going to be the thing that kills them, but they at least have to respect it. 3 cards to 8 cards doesn't feel great. They've got a ton of lands in play. Like their overall, like their economy is far outstripping mine. But you know, there is that like at any moment situation, right? I'm just gonna keep pressuring the life total, hoping it's good enough. We can start trying to edge out some of the clock on them as well. Like we know what our plan is here. It's a lot of land. Malevolent Rumble. Yeah, I don't care. Go get more guys. What you got? Uh-huh. Sure. I mean, if this is your only threat, I'm doing all right. Ugh. Come on. Okay. All right. We're doing it. I think. I think we're doing it. Yeah, we have a green source. Green, blue, white. Hey, it's NADU. Am I back in this game? Okay. We're of course going to attempt to counterspell it. All right. We're going to get our opponent to concede. Just from all the value we're getting. Oh, sick. Love that. All right. Okay. Great. All right. Well, we're kind of back in the game here, which is wild. Okay. Put that there. And we'll attack. Pretty kooky. Yeah, endurance. Don't think I have anything that I can get to stop endurance at this point, so I'm just gonna counter endurance. Because it's literally just gonna draw me 2 more cards next turn. I want them cards. Hold on. Don't do that. First off, set stop. What are we doing here? Okay. All right. All right. So we pulled this one out of our butts, I think. Yeah, you can have that. I don't care about that. I'm probably just going to attack my opponent, right? Sure. You loam it up, Loamy. Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's counter that. We're not doing Thassa's Oracle this time. It seems like. You go ahead and draw a card. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mhm. All right, we're gonna Swords of Plowshares this one too, because why not? Then we're just gonna make a bunch of big dudes. Come on. Funny thing is we actually can't get all the value out of these sagas that we'd like to. It honestly doesn't matter too much. Sure. Sure. Sure, why not? I hate that this dude's like such a high life total. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh my god. Funny thing is, I mean, sort of doesn't matter too much. Yeah, everyone's -1. I hate that. Oh my god. Yeah, sure. Play a Baragorf. All right. Yeah, you got it. Ready for that one already. Is there any land I could get? No. Failed to find. I mean, they might just get me on the deck itself, just pittering out to itself. All right. So, yeah, we'll make a guy. No. Not like that. Okay. I gotta wait till the counter is on it. There we go. I'll make a dude. Sure. Gonna kill that. And we'll attack Tamio. God damn it. Like, part of me just wants to concede because this game is obnoxious right now. It has nothing to do with anything other than the fact that, like, this is just not, it's, it's so grindy. Both of us are just trying to grind. I probably should have just said screw it and went with the Thassa's Oracle plan and made them make me do it. I should have. Yeah. So cool. Okay, let's just give them this. We're gonna concede. Let's concede. It's miserable to watch this. We know what we did wrong. We didn't do the Thassa's Oracle plan, which we definitely should have. We almost got there because we got NADU out, but we really squandered that opportunity. Okay, so I think it goes without saying that we don't like what they're doing with their graveyard here, and we have options to stop that. Pithing Needle's not really doing it for me. I don't think. Consign to Memory, I don't really care about too much. I would bring in this Vacuum as well. Okay, so now what comes out? I think we can board out the dazes for sure. Dazes can go. We can take out. I mean, I know they're a control deck, but I don't know. Let's take out one illusionist. I'm going to take out a ponder. We can remove a misty rainforest here. Now we're at 60, but I do feel like we want to play Fairy Time Rappler. All right, we're going to try that. Let's try it that way. I haven't played against SULTAI Beanstalk in a long time. There's a lot of drawing that happens here. Really important to think about, like, maybe do I want to have another Thassa's Oracle? You know what? Let's try it. We'll put in another Oracle because our opponent might. Nah, well, we're not going to do that apparently. All right, we're on the play. We're the beatdown now. That's the only way we can think about this. We are the beatdown. All right, we're gonna keep this, even though Memory's Journey is not great. We can always pitch it to that. All right, so we're gonna just start there because we can always get rid of the Memory's Journey off the Brainstorm. All right, let's do that. Let's do that now. We'll just go right for an island. Island. Brainstorm at the end of turn. Sick. Okay, so let's put back a Memory's Journey and a Plains in that order. Oh, and a Plains. Okay. And we're going to Windswept Heath, getting our least useful source of white, which is the Savannah, since we already have the Plains in our hand. And we'll play the core off of that. Could technically protect it. I don't love that, but we'll see how that rolls. Okay. Damn. Oh, punished. Wizard. Sure they have something for this, but let's make a blue wizard mana, a green mana, and that. And here we go. Our opponent snaps off a Swords Plowshares. Yeah, of course. Oh, man, I wish I had a daze here. It is what it is. You gotta do what you gotta do, right? That's a rough one. It's unfortunate that I didn't get rid of that, but they probably have the daze, right? At least I get a card for the trade here if they target this. Not ideal. I mean, we're going full beatdown, huh? Oh, okay. Huh? Can I? Please? Yeah, got him. All right. Swinging in for 3 with my Serendib Efreet. Not where you want to be. I really should not have gotten rid of that Memory's Journey. That was not smart. All right, we're going to concede this game. You know what? No. Let's draw. Let's see what happens. Put it on the stack. Okay. The end of our turn. Watches our opponent slides directly into a savage wasteland. Okay, we're gonna end this. That was a disaster. All right, we'll go to the next round. I'm gonna make you guys sit through that. Finding the right high-end cards for legacy, vintage, pre-modern, or old school Magic can be challenging. That's where friends 3-for-1 trading come in.
3-for-1 Trading is one of Europe's top Magic the Gathering retailers with an incredible selection of premium singles, sealed product, and even full sets, all available with free, fast, and secure worldwide shipping.
They add fresh inventory every Wednesday with weekly deals and discounts. So whether you're hunting for that elusive piece of power, a legacy staple, or something spicy for your collection, they've got you covered.
First high-end orders over $500 or €500, use the code EDFREE to get free worldwide shipping.
Check them out now at the number 3, the number 4, the number 1.gg/ED. That link takes you right to the shop and helps support the channel.
Huge thanks to 3-for-1 Trading for supporting the legacy community. Now back to the show.
That's wild. All right, so we're 0-2, but you know, we're seeing how the play patterns work. It's been a minute since I played against SULTAI Beanstalk, honestly. That's a deck that has a lot of removal, you know, like I was trying to play this into a combo metagame. I certainly am not I think I didn't optimize play there. Like if I had just one force of will, I could have drawn like 7 cards. I really should have thought about just protecting my core, like getting the combo out and protecting it. I just didn't plan appropriately there. And that's all part of the game. Okay, so looking at Saga, man, 6 cards, 6 lands. Get out of here with that. We're gonna mulligan that. That's a disastrous hand. All right, this is much better. I like this a lot better. We're gonna keep this. We're gonna throw back a NADU. Done. Maybe we can turn to our opponent on this one. Unlikely. Okay. All right. Start with a Savannah myself. I think we start with the Savannah and play Nomad. And shrug? Maybe? Huh? Okay. 2 mana. Okay. All right. Let's buy it. There's a good chance our opponent just like straight up destroys us here. Oh. Okay. What's happening? Court of Calling for 2. All right. What the fuck is happening? What is happening? You got me. A Gilded Drake. Green Suns for 3. Is it Nadu Winged Wisdom? We're gonna concede game. We'll let it play out. Let's see what happens. We're not doing anything. There is a as soon as we see a endurance, the game is over for sure. But if we draw a what do we see here? What did we see? No, nothing I'm too worried about here. Okay. They can play more dudes, that's for sure. And here's the issue. All my opponent has to do is be like, and now I've got dinosaurs. Let them run up the clock a little bit. Not too much. But if that could be a problem. Right? Tap that for 5. Make all my guys dinos. Swing in. Okay. We can see the writing on the wall here. It would be insane to try and stand around for the rest of this. All right. So this deck, I actually know what my plan is. It's to board in removal, right? We also, Court of Calling for a Gilded Drake. Get out of here. Well played. All right. So, right. Let's do really not a lot for me to deal with here. I can bring this in for their core, which is not the worst idea in the world. I don't really care about Teferi. Okay. If they play an early core, I can at least stop that. But it ain't looking good. Let's be for real. I'm not having the greatest luck today. I wouldn't say I'm playing terribly, but I'm also not playing great. So we'll try and remedy that as well. Okay. All right. I'm gonna be on the play. Let's look at this opener. This is not the worst. We're gonna keep this. We're gonna have to go with a Tundra here. Tundra allows us to play the prismatic ending. We can brainstorm when we need to. Make them deal with our stuff. All the way through combat. Let's not jump too fast. We could draw it. That would be cool. Mm-hmm. Sure. Okay. Would be nice to just top deck the thing and win the game. There we go. We're going to say Wizard, right? and then we'll just do our thing. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, so telling me you have interaction. I mean, we'll try and do it. If they have Fairy Macabre, you got me, right? If they don't have Fairy Macabre, I guess you don't got me. We'll see. They're playing, yeah, of course we'd like that. And that too. 27. Oh, here we go. Little bit of waiting. There we go. And there we go. And there we go. So we got 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if they have a thing, then they have a thing. If they're not playing Fairy Macabre, a lot of people stop playing Fairy Macabre, so it could be that you know, I'm able to do my thing. Dread Return, targeting Thassa's Oracle. Sacrificing 1, 2, 3. 3. There we go. Okay, so we got that one. It can be done. We can win games. All right. So that was nice. Nice way to do the thing. I think I still just want to be on this plan. Just do the same thing. Turn 1, turn 2. Wouldn't it be nice? All right. Okay. That's not really great. I don't like that none. Okay, we're going to mulligan that. This is better, but not wonderful. We will be putting the Dread Return on the bottom. Done. That said, with this plan, we do get to just stop them from putting a core into play. So there is that. Okay. All right. Well, let's do that. Core Nomad. Nomad in core, actually. Right? That's what it's called. What the hell is that card called? Nomad. What? Hold on. Hold the damn phone. Tell me it's not going to look up the card. It's like, I don't know what that card's called. Come on. Like, am I losing my mind here or what? Yeah. Nomads in core. Okay, fine. Yeah, there it is. Oh, God. Come back. All right. Sure. Return of Forest. Why not? Who we got? Just a bunch of goofy dudes. Turns out I played myself. I should have waited a turn. Yep. All right. And my opponent just concedes because it's so good. Probably not, honestly. Let's be for real. My opponent's probably like, oh, this annoying jerk. Well, everything's terrible. Let's go. You've got a lot of mana. Mm-hmm. You can do anything you want. Mm-hmm. All right. So, what do you think? Court of Calling for something? I don't know. Court of Calling for something stupid. I'm sure. Court of Calling to steal my Cephalid Illusionist. That'd be sick. Sure. X is 3. Yep. You got it. I hope I draw it. Be so rude. Okay. Man, I wish I had a explosive. What is it? Engineer explosives right now. All right. Cool. Really cool. Okay. So we're gonna do that. Let's just chill for now. I can always get rid of that if I have to. Uh-huh. What are you doing? Something cool? Sure. You're doing something cool. Okay. Okay. Come on. Oh my god. I'll take 3. All right. We are going to get our buddy Meticulous Archive. We've got 5 live draws, 6 live draws in this deck that could get me out of this nonsense. Let's not do that. Let's put that on the graveyard. Okay. Sure. Let's put our boy into play. Okay. All right. What you got? Ooh, love that. Don't love that. Joe would like to see. Yeah, sure. You do you. Mm-hmm. Oh, it'd be so cool. It would be very cool. You got it. You got a big old Allosaurus Shepherd in play. Mm-hmm. You got it. On card. Oh, come on, deck. Come on, deck. Okay. Yeah, I just gotta roll with it. Lame. It could happen. Mm-hmm. Haha. Get bent. Zac Clark, one of the all-time worst Magic players in existence, sees a play and does the thing. I still have like the smallest of chances here. I do love that my opponent was just like, whatever. Sure. I'll block there. There. Wait, did you start reaching? Attack, yes. Declare blockers, yes. Pacha. All right. Not great, but we're gonna try. Okay. I got the nomad. Okay. So we're gonna put that back and that back. Right? We're gonna put that and that back. Okay. So then we've got this for this. Ha. Then come on. Then I'm going to cast it on this using 1 white mana. Done. And I have the force. Guys, I'm a genius. I did it. I gotta do this 12 times. No. Cancel. Okay, here we go. And we're counting down. And we're counting down. My opponent has no interaction that is worth using against me. Unless he's got, I mean, hey, if you do, you're a G. And I still have a chance, even. No, I don't have a chance, actually. I mean, that's how it's done, right? Like I said, if my opponent has the fairy macabre, they've gotten me. All right, I'm going to cast Dread Return, targeting Thassa's Oracle, and I'll sacrifice 1, 2, 3 creatures. There we go. We done did it? Maybe. Yep, got it. All right. Well, we got one. Just had to do the slow thing. Sometimes that works. All right, so we're going to keep rolling in. It's going to happen. We're going to get back. We're going to get back to even, and then we're going to go positive. One of my all-time favorite things to do in this format. Get even, then go positive. It can be done. All right. Well, in between rounds, let's talk about sideboarding, right? So we haven't seen Eldrazi yet. I feel like my sideboard's not particularly well set up for that. It's a deck that I hope to avoid. And I think one of the things that's stopping Eldrazi from being like one of the top decks in the format right now is that Red Stompy is also one of the top decks in the format right now. And I think one of the things that's keeping Red Stompy up there is the fact that Sowing Mudga Spawn exists. And just by existing, it's stopping control decks from existing, which generally rely on basics and prey on decks like Red Stompy. All right, I'll play first. We're on the play. Okay. I like this. We could turn 2 if we have to. We're going to keep. We're going to play a island and a Shuko. I would love to see a Force of Will draw. All right. Boom. Blap. My opponent is on something. All right. And then we will pass turn. I love that I have 2 options here. I can just like slam and go and slam and go. Right? My opponent can't let either one of these 2 things resolve. Assuming that I don't want my opponent to resolve something, unmask. Okay, so that's the thing. They're like, whatever. Yeah, they don't even care. They're like, I've won on turn 1. Uh-huh. Did you get there, bud? All right. Looks like you got there. So Balustrade Spy hits the board, and I lose the game. Okay, well, what are you going to do? There we go. Yep. Okay. Yeah, we'll get rid of this. All right, we're going to concede. Let's go to the sideboard. All right. So, oops, all spells. Thanks, we hate it. Okay. So, the call here from me is 1, Orm's Chance, great. Consign's fine. Probably 1. Yeah, these. Right. Force of negations. Sure. All right. Okay, so let's simmer down on these cards. Right. I'm going to get rid of Shuko. Like, come on, if they have interaction for my memories journey, then they deserve the win. What, one of those? 63 cards. There we go. I think I just want to be like full combo, like as much combo as I can nudge into this deck. And I do want to watch out for there we go. Do want to watch out for their fair plan, but I'm 100% on my, like, I'm just trying to do my combo before they do their combo. And I don't think I I want NADUs in against this deck. I just want to be like, I'm gonna do the thing. All right, I'm gonna be going first. I don't like it. We're gonna mulligan that. And they mulligan 6 cards. All right, we're gonna keep this. We're gonna get rid of this plains. All right, done. Mm-hmm. Now my opponent might be able to do some shenanigans where he like dark rituals and like puts a red Desor into play or something. So that's fine if that happens. Because we have the swords. We kept the swords in. Sure. Thoughtseize. Sure. Like, there's not a lot I can do about a Thoughtseize. Let them take 1 card as opposed to 2 cards, and then I'm shields down at least for a minute. But I have the Ghost Vacuum, so I can at least kind of do stuff. It's not ideal. And there's the Force. Okay. Hit it. Hit it. Okay. Well, I've got to pass that. Because I need the Force negation now. Zac Clark is the kind of guy who keeps Swords Plowshares against his deck because you might hit a situation where they're going to just be like, I'll put a Phyrexian Negator off of 1 mana out. Mm-hmm. Well, I gotta let him do it again. I mean, they have a lot of stuff like that. Okay, so there's the swords. Like I said, they were probably going to just try and get a red Desor in, which they can do. Like, that's a classic fair plan, I suppose. So here comes what, Dothy Voidwalker? No? Oh. That's a lot of damage to themselves. Oh no, that could be Dothy Voidwalker. Okay. There's the Baraglyph, yeah. Which we expected. As a 2/3, I'm not as worried about this. And they've only got 1 card in hand. We're not in the worst position. In all graveyards. Let's get rid of Unmask. Exit a 1/2. That was not what I wanted to do. Okay, we're going to put our boy into play. Little dumb on my end, but it's not the end of the world. I'll take the 1. All right, so take care of the Baragoyf. Yeah. Just play the game the soft way. All right. I pretty much just want to make sure that we're getting all the value we can out of removing cards every turn. It's not great, but it's like, here we are. Nope, cancel. We're gonna attack with this 1/1/1. Got to get in. How we get in? Mm-hmm. Oh wow, that's rough. All right, we're gonna. Meticulous Archive. Keep that on top. All right, so we've got the win. I'm assuming our opponent will just scoop immediately, or they won't. Who knows? I'll just do the thing. I just don't even care. I'm doing it. I'm going all the way in. If you have it, you have it. So, just is what it is, man. I will play this way and you will be forced. There we go. All right, we got the win. All right. So, game 3. I think I want to be in the same situation here. I was clever enough to keep in my graveyard hate. My graveyard hate, my creature hate. I think it might behoove me to play like one of these. Like, let's remove a couple of ponders and play like 2 NADUs. The deck feels anemic if like I'm just trying to do it the fairest fair way possible. So you can try that. All right. Okay. This is terrible. We don't like it. We're gonna mulligan. Slightly better. We still don't love it. Okay, we're gonna mulligan. Let's get rid. Oh, Jesus Christ! What am I doing? All right, we're definitely going to. Jeez. All right, my opponent stayed at 7, which is absolutely the worst for us. Okay, let's keep. That's gonna go. No, cancel. That's gonna go. That's gonna go. And we're done. It's not great. If they get us, they get us. Oh, going for it, huh? Okay. That's an interesting one. Okay. Let's look at their graveyard. I hate it because they probably have that jack-o'-lantern too, right? Yeah. Kind of is what it is. They've got the jack-o'-lantern, so I'm in trouble either way. Nothing I can do about that. They got me. Right. Good game. What? What? How'd that happen? Maybe I read that card wrong. Damn. Well, or my opponent just doesn't know what's going on there. Anyhow, we got that one apparently. There we go. All right, we got one more. Yeah, but you can see what I'm talking about with oops, like they can juke to a fair creature plan. And you can, as long as you keep some removal in, you can generally hit that plan too, or at least stall out long enough that like you can do your combo instead. So just keep that in mind. I roll. I will play first. All right. I don't like it, but I think I want to keep it. I'm just gonna start with a hedge maze. I don't know what my opponent's on, and let's see here. I'm gonna keep that on top. All right. My opponent has to be like, why do you keep this hand? So, Wasteland. Okay. I'm less mad about this now that I drew another land. That would have been pretty upset. All right, so we're gonna start with this, and we're gonna go Island Ponder. All right, good. We got a Force Will. So let's do NADU. We've got plenty of NADUs, swords, force, and we're just gonna keep that right where it is. All right. Sure, opponent's not gonna do anything broken next turn. If you're playing Wasteland, you're probably not going to be doing anything obnoxious. Delver Secrets is not great since I don't have a white source, but I'm about to try and find one. rough. Okay. I hate this. All right. Let's put 2 NADUs back. Make our opponent like want to. Ugh, this is just not great. Right. Okay. Let's buy some time, I suppose. Just brainstorm locking myself. This feels absolutely obnoxiously bad. Well, at least they didn't flip, so we've got that going for us. I think I do want to force this. Kind of can't afford a second Delver. I mean, if they want to fight over it, that's fine, I suppose. Like, I'm just straight up telling them that I don't have it. Ooh. Yeah. For what's worth. At least have creatures now. So that's cool. Make a guy. I'm gonna make a guy right now. We can do that. We can make a guy right now. Make our opponent nervous. It's going to be extremely bad after I draw this other Nadu. Yeah. All right. All right. All right. Coming in hot. I'm obviously not in the best state, but I'm about to make a bunch of dudes, big guys. Oh, there's a troll. At least, you know. I mean, yeah, that's fine. It's not fine, but like, you know, at least puts me in a situation where. All right. All right. So I want. Doesn't matter, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, I will be getting this, right? Making these guys a little bit bigger. And then putting that on this. I'm coming in. I'm coming in, Bubba. You don't want none of this smoke. Bro, you need a fatal push. Bubba, you need a fatal push right now. My pappy said that if you don't have one of them, you're going to be in trouble. All right. Am you going to take that damage? This can't feel great. She's just like, do I put this in front of this? It's not great. I need swords. Not that bad, honestly. Like, the white mana would have been nice a while ago. Yeah, I have to. That's gotta feel bad. That's gotta feel bad. Yeah. Just playing it for free blocks. All right. Well, we're winning the race right now. There's that. And I would murder for, I mean, a green source would be sick. Yeah, I gotta take that. Like knowing when to just turn the corner and be like, now I'm the beatdown deck. I guess I have to do the thing. You know, my opponent's got to like figure out a way. Like they could bounce this. Oh, stock up. Okay, okay, that's pretty nice. Don't know how good stock up is going to be in this tempo driven run here, but if I get a green land, I am in. Yeah, that's rough. That's rough. Okay. Yeah, this is the worst. Okay. Well, I'm coming in. Just rough. All right. Opponent plays a Orcish Bowmasters. End of turn. Children's Edict. All right. I mean, I still have the slimmest of chances here. I'm going to keep it going. I mean, there's literally nothing I can do right now, so I might as well just F6. I do not have any options. So come at me, bruh. We got a Murktide. Yep. Murktide's in play. All right. Let's see what we got here. If we can get a white land. All right. Let's concede. Let's look and see though. I do want to see if in the next 3 cards there was a plains, because that would have changed things a little bit. Let's see. 1. Yeah, there we go. All right. Let's begin sideboarding. Okay, so we're playing against the tempo deck here. They don't have like a full reanimator plan. They're not playing the 2 fatties as well. So all right, let's be just stop them from using him at all by putting that in. I don't mind putting one of these in just as a kind of like hedge in case. This is fine. Really, there's not a whole lot else that I really want to deal with. We'll take out 1 illusionist and actually, yeah, 1 force as well. Nope, here we go. The deck is like, no. All right. Yeah, give it a second. Wait for the program to respond. After about 5 rounds, the computer's like, no, we're not doing this anymore. You need to chill. Just stop double clicking. It'll pause. It'll come back. I hope. One of the main things we have to be watching out for against this deck is just knowing. Here we go. Nope. Just want 1. Okay. Knowing that they are not the reanimator deck, right? Like, so we're just a combo deck that can do some fair stuff versus their plan, which is be pretty fair as well. We just have to watch out for early threats, and we have the prismatic endings and the Swords to Plowshares for the early threats. So we should be able to just play this pretty... All right, one die roll, of course. All right, should be able to play this pretty... Yeah, look at that. I love that. Okay, so we're going to keep. Because we can jam. We can just turn 1, turn 2 them. Right? We're going to get a Plains with this. Did my opponent mulligan? They're probably going to. Mulligan! Mulligan! It's like, this is ideal. They can't even waste us out of this. So if we just turn 1, turn 2 with forced backup, like, that's not terrible. If they have to, like I would even... Yeah, most to 6. It's feeling a little bit better. Mold to 6. Okay. Will they mold to 5? They're still looking. They're still thinking about it. So that's always a good sign. It wasn't a snap keep. They're like, do I want to do this? This could be bad. Okay. All right. So we're just gonna start right out the gate with our boy Nomad. Off of a Plains. Off of the one Plains in our deck. There it is. We're going to click on it. It's going to hit the board. We're going to play Nomad and Core. And it's going to be great. We're going to love it. Oh no. There we go. There we are. Nomad and Core hits the board. Like, I can't imagine my opponent being like, I'm going to force him with this. This is what I want to fight over. All right. We might get a turn 2 on this. It could happen. Be pretty sweet. Should make us even. We're 2-2 right now. Oh, yeah. Love that. Love that Joker. Okay. Pop that down. Play it. Play it, Goldfinger. Do it, Doug. Oh, man. Days, huh? I will force pitching ponder. Did we get there? All right, and a force of will. Okay. And they have to swamp cycle. Love that. And we're going to attack. Incoming. Core Nomad, incoming. Eat it. Take that damage. That's some fan damage. And we'll play Saga. I mean, it would be really funny if we just drew another one immediately. What would be unfunny? Yeah, you get nothing. Nothing. All right. Play this guy. Pop a Shuko out. Got to get the beats. We're running house right now. Got my bespoke Savannah Lion. Here we go. All right. So my opponent's up. They draw. What can they possibly have here? I mean, almost anything is going to be great for them. Ponder. Now I can make Urza Saga constructs, which is something against this deck, and they've already taken a little bit of damage. They also thought seized themselves basically, because I didn't have anything to play. So if my opponent doesn't get a wasteland here, I'm in great shape. Assuming that they don't just follow up with I mean, it's still pretty good because even if they follow up with a troll, I could do some blocking here and put all of the damage onto the construct. Okay. So we're doing all right. I think at this point, we just, like, no matter, okay, well, it didn't matter too much what we draw anyhow. Let's put this into play. Just so that we can find out what we're drawing next turn. It's a daze. We're going to put that in the yard. I'm going to keep getting big. Make big dudes attack with big things. Sometimes that's how the cookie crumbles with this deck. My opponent is trying hard. Can tripping. A lot of air. Not going to get to. I don't think my opponent will get to the point where they get to cast stock up against me in a reliable way. All right, so that is a thing that they can do. But here's the funny thing. I can do this, and they have to put it to my face. Pachow. Look at me being like the smart player. Taking a single damage. All right. Ooh, I love this. Okay, so let's make a dude. Right. Let's search for a thing. Man, Ghost Vacuum actually is pretty tight right now. All right. Then we're gonna swords this mook. Okay, you got me. Nope, won't pay it. Not gonna do it. Wouldn't be prudent. All right. Did I say no? I meant no. All right. Now we're gonna attack. Sick thing about having core nomads is that your opponent just like cannot kill it with damage if you have a couple of guys out. And this is my opponent deciding what the heck to do. Probably end up getting this game just based on the fact that my opponent really can't do a ton against me right now. Saga is just so good against these fair decks because they're just nothing. It's just like, here's a bunch of power. Yep. Barrelgoyf. Pretty good. as a 5/6. Yeah. Let's get rid of Control Kazadu. What's sick is I can block the living crap out of my opponent's guys right now. I can't get in. Mm-hmm. And I can prevent that damage, which is sick. The cool thing is like, so lifelink is cool and all, but like I can actually prevent the damage that is being dealt. The death touch is a legit problem. I might have to take the damage on that. Yeah, they can't afford to let me do nonsense either. I'll put that in the yard. Mm-hmm. Now, that's rough. Okay. Yeah, they're in a state where, like, if they swing, I can crack back and kill them, which is not what they want to do. This is a little weird. And meanwhile, I'm building up to, like, they're going to get land, right? Like, you want to get your Undercity Sewers to see a little bit further into your deck. I just want a land so bad because the game is over if I can draw a green land. And ponder. Looks like lands are the next thing to go. No, now it's probably enchantment, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. You want to come in? You can come in. You're not gonna like it. Not gonna like it. No, cancel for now. All right. I'll block here. Okay. For the versus sock. Simplify the board. Mm-hmm. Wheel. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm in trouble here. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's get rid of that barrel voice. I'll do it. I'll do it. All right. That sucks. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes. Let's do it. Tropical island. Tropical island. Feels so good. Feels so good. I think this will be the time when my opponent says, okay, that's enough. That's probably good enough for me. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Yeah. All right. The ghost vacuum actually came in handy as a way to mess around with the Barogoyf. My opponent had to kind of dance around that a little bit, and I have that as an option against their deck if they try and do the. It's fine against the reanimate part. It's fine against the fair part. It could be a card that I just grab and I'm like, hey, here's some utility and inevitability, and if you can't handle it, you're gonna get got. I really do wonder what happens. I guess the token does not become a 1/1, or it's just, yeah, it's interesting. I wonder what a token that is a 1/1 of a Barogoyf even looks like. A 1/1 spirit that says power and toughness is equal to the number of different cards in deck. It overrides the 1/1, maybe. I'm not sure. I would really like to know if someone in chat can tell me. Please let me know. Oof, this is not great. This is what, 4 lands? Yeah, no, we're gonna mulligan this. That's not a keepable hand. This is something. We'll try this. We're gonna put back a brainstorm. Say done. Our opponent's at 6 as well. Start off with the Delver. Yeah, why not? Why wouldn't you? We'll start off with our little buddy here. Days. All right. Did they get the free flip? No free flip. All right. We're still good at this game. Turns out. We're still great at it. All right. 1-2 Cephalillusionist win. Right? It could happen. I mean, my opponent probably has Force of Wills and Dazes. So I think it would be a bit of a mess. Let's what are we doing here? Okay. Yeah, of course. We'll take that damage. Okay. So let's start here with the ponder. Okay. Okay. I don't think we need all of these. So we're gonna say any order and we're gonna shuffle and draw a card. Oh, I like that. And not doing anything for us right now. So we're just gonna put that into play tapped. We'll put that at the bottom. Or in the graveyard, I should say. All right. Sure. If we're gonna if they've got a flash situation, they got me. Can we fade? No. Okay, Shieldred's Edict. All right. So my opponent will certainly not be diving into mana base right now, right? They don't want to just get snuck on that. Oh, maybe they do. Maybe they do. Ah, Wasteland. Okay. Okay. I mean, Zac Clark, come on. You gotta try. Oh, do you? Or do you just say, get okay? We're doing it. We're doing it, Doug. What was that? You got it. Force of Will. We expected Force of Will. What we're going to do is put another one of these bad boys in the air and force our opponent to live that life. So they have a... We're doing great here. Our opponent has a Shieldred's Edict in hand. Now, we need a land, unfortunately. Uh-huh. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Mm-hmm. What'd they take? Thoughtseize. I hate Thoughtseize. That's the worst for me. That's no fun. So at least we were in a situation where it would have been the same either way. Like I wouldn't have got away with that nonsense. All right. And then they hit me in the wasteland. Yeah, okay. Now, let's see. What I need to do is get a land and a cephalid. It's possible. It could happen. There we go. All right. Well, we will put back... I mean, we're all in on this plan. Let's be for real. I did it. I did it. If I do it, I get a whipping. But I do it. All right. I am the worst. We know this already. All right. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Good game, man. All right. Well, we got to 3 and 2. That's the thing about this deck, is it can play against the fair decks just fine. And even the combo decks, it has game against the combo decks, you know. I still think that this is a deck that everyone should be playing. You know, not everyone should be playing, but like this is the deck that I should be playing right now in the format. It feels good to just be playing Cephalillusionist. All right, let's see what we got after we clear those out. Say yes. My opponent has a Shieldred's Edict in their hand. All right, so we've got 26. This is 9 minus 26 is 15. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And here we go. All right. All right. Here we go. Coming up. Figure I'd give my opponent the win for being a good sport about this. With it on the stack. Okay. We're gonna do what? Yeah, I gotta wait for this. There we go. Dread Return. Thassa's Oracle. 1, 2, 3. All right. There we go. We did it. And we're going to give our opponent the win because we don't need it. Woo woo. All right. 3 and 2. 3 and 2. Not too shabby, honestly. That was a solid, nice little thing there. We did pretty solid there. I'm not mad about it. We could have had a slightly better there we go. We could have had a slightly better run, but honestly, like, we lost the first 2, we won the next 3. You really can't beat that as far as value is concerned. We played the deck well in the end. I think we proved that the deck can play well against fair decks, and sometimes other decks just get the nuts. So we even played against a Reanimator deck or Esper Tempo deck as well. So we got to see that matchup as well. Hey, also, the meta seems great right now, at least for that subsection, right? We didn't see Red Stompy. We saw one oops deck, which is fine. Like 1 in 5 is okay. And we didn't see anything like Eldrazi or anything like that. So I'm happy about this. Anyhow, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, do all that stuff, and I'll catch you on the flip. We're going to do one of these every week. If you're interested in the sideboard guide, you can join us on Patreon. It's patreon.com/eternaldurdles under the sideboard master, and you will see the sideboard guide for this deck. Thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you. Before you go, I need some help. Please subscribe to this channel and do your part to help sustain the legacy content ecosystem. Just subscribing to this channel goes a long way to reminding YouTube that people love and support this format. Now, if you really want to go the extra mile, you should think about supporting us through Patreon. Both the links for subscription and Patreon are right here. And if you're listening on an audio format, you can go to patreon.com/eternaldurdles. Thanks so much for watching.